I had my hydration. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you hydrating me. I also have coffee hydration should I need it, but it's in a nice like. Wait, Mitzo and Chris are here. Yes, Riley, we're both here. I have it in a nice insulated cup from Niagara Falls, so it'll stay warm for my entire stream. So if you're wondering, today we will be playing Alan Wake's 2 Lake House DLC. I hadn't done that yet, and I'd like to go ahead and play that. And I know Polar will hopefully be able to come by today and see it as well. She's a massive, massive Remedy Games fan. Her tattoos prove it. I am a fan. I really have enjoyed their games that I have played. I played the main story of Control and both Alan Wake's, and now I'm doing the Lake House DLC for Alan Wake. I've done some of Night Springs, but not all of it. But I am going to do the Lake House, work on the Lake House today. I have no idea what happens in it. I have no idea how long it takes to get through it, but we will see what happens. Bonk. You got bonked. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, I don't know why that came into a song. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to be able to play this. Night Springs is really cool. It has to do with the sheriff from Alan Wake 2, which is one of the Ashmore brothers, and I think it's Sean, but I love those actors and the way they play characters. And the sheriff is so lovable and adorable. And then I find out from Polar that the song he keeps humming every time you come across him has to do with this show, that he kind of gets transported into this other dimension in a sense. So I do want to play that at some point, but today is the Lake House one. So let's get started. So school phoned home today. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's rough when they call home. I'll be watching, but probably not chatting as much.
First
oh,
time
yum.
In Bright Falls. 1970, 76.
Oh, Estevez.
8. Last one was in 2010.
Don't make me dizzy, game.
It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again.
The lake.
After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the Threshold and Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I just kept on driving.
Don't argue over food. Making me hungry. I already had breakfast though. But ramen I haven't had in ages. Sounds so good. I'm accepting mail and packages for ramen if you'd like to send any. I love ramen. I just haven't had it in a while.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
You specifically love yum yum duck noodles. Riley wants a cookie now. The Lake House. Return addendum. So I'm Estevez now.
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry.
Well, I don't think you're gonna get it.
I don't have time for this.
Look around. Maybe find a different way. What am I looking at now? Oh, you're making me turn around. Can I go up? Yay, Oreos. Okay, so it forces me to stare back at this. NPC identification card belonging to Agent Estevez. Okay. If I pressed F, it takes me to that. And also, for those who don't know that I play it in my off time, I officially finished the main storyline for, and I did the DLC before that, but the main storyline for Cyberpunk 2077. Oh no, Riley, I'm sorry, that's rough. When we, you know, they're probably just concerned. You know, I probably coming from a well-intentioned place. Anyway, Cyberpunk ending was really good. I cried. There's a part where the character calls someone to say goodbye, to possibly say, you know, say to a possible goodbye. Hi, Rick, you spoopy hat there. Thank you. Yes, it's a. Got Barty saying hello. Say hello. Close up, Barty. Say hello. He matches. I'm matchy with Barty today. How do I get in? I'll try one more time. Nothing. Do I talk to the dude here? You're just gonna stare at me like that? Hmm? Oh, I do have a gun. Okay. And it's only do I still have what's that? What clip was that? Barty clip? Was it a Barty clip? I don't know why something went wrong. Okay, wait, hang on. Investigate lake house. Speak to Dr. Mamont and Dr. Mamont and enter the lake house. Okay. Yep. Awesome. Let's see. I can't really... Can I shoot this? Do I have, do I still have it on? Oh! Poltergeist Lover, thank you so much for the follow. You were summoned. Summoned. You are here. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. I'm double checking some settings. I don't. Yeah, I do have infinite ammo on. Okay. Oh, Colette, hi. I don't recognize your name. Obviously, I figured you were probably from the Fast community, depending on the name you had, but I didn't know who you were. Thank you, Chris. You don't have to do that. Just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Can I just shoot you? Hey, buddy. Hey. I can't go back because it forces me to turn around. Can I climb it? Can I scale it? You want min-max? That is, okay, their name in the server, in Faz server, was Emma. And I am very good, Ricky. I just saw your question. I am very good. Thank you. I've got my coffee all ready and I'm feeling good this morning. I had a terrible headache last night. And I was like dreading feeling awful getting up. Like maybe it was a hangover from those. But I was feeling all right. So I'm okay. Riley, I used to be active in the server with my dad. Hi, Famistral. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I need to figure out how to get into this dang place. How am I supposed to get in? But every time I press that, it just takes me to like my inventory. Is that a mess up? Is that me messing with controls? Like F interact. I don't know. I don't know if I did that right. Michelle, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Hammond, you hate. Okay, so I'm guessing Chris went into your server and was like, Hammond, Mezzo's live. Like, hurry up in there. You know that feeling, glad you're having a good day? Thank you. You, me too. I am very thankful because if I don't feel great, I still want to stream, but I hate it when I'm not doing good. It is Hammond, and it's very obvious it's Hammond. Why can't I interact? Why can't I get past this dang gate? Every time I turn around and I go somewhere else, it forces me back to here. Why is it when I press F, it shows me that? What is going on? F is interact, not like look at my inventory. F. I know I need to get in here. I don't get it. I have tried this thing a few times and nothing happens. Hammond Met's alive. Hammond Mezzo is stuck. It's the very beginning of the DLC, and anytime I try to I thought, oh, I'll go down this path. It forces me back. Mezzo Mix is live. I am. I'm not a drink, but I am live. Something like that. Anyway. Oh, posture check. Yes. I am trying to make sure I don't slouch back. So I'm sitting up straight. I'm a tall drink of water. Well, thank you so much. Now I'm going to drink some water because you said that. Thank you, thank you. I didn't put my pen away last I used it. I used my graphics tablet here. I have a graphics tablet here, and I streamed an escape room last Saturday, and I used it to take notes on. You're a tall drink of antifreeze, Hammond. And I do have many names. I'm Mama Mezzo, Auntie Mezzo, Grandmama Mezzo, Mezzo, Mez. People say Mez. Mezzosis. Mez. Yeah, it's funny too because when I first created my name, right, I'm a mezzo soprano, I sing. It never occurred to me that no one, a lot of people would not know it's mezzo and not mezzo, but it just didn't occur to me. But the Z's are said like the Z's in pizza. That's how I usually tell people how it's pronounced. It just didn't occur to me that people may not know how to pronounce it. Is there a cut in the gate, please? I'm glad you knew, Chris. Why can't I get over the gate? Why can't I just walk over this? I could scale that. It's not that hard for her, I'm sure. Mozzarella. Mozzarella. Mesopotamia. I think you meant an I there. Auntie Mez. And that's fine. Oh, hi, Jazz. You were just in my DMs. You were. No. We were talking weekly challenge, typos, and Planet Crafter. We did all that in a span of 5 minutes. I felt like. Can I just... Wait a second. I messed up something. Didn't I? What was to aim? Hang on. And then that. Enter this. Okay, I got my aiming back. Is this your fave, Mezzo Lunar? Yes, I think so. I am the only Mezzo. Oh, look, Riley has a stream streak. Thank you. The keypad does nothing. That is correct. But the problem I'm having is it gives me this interact button, and all it does is pull up my goals. It doesn't...
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Just sitting here for stream like a complete doofus. Oh,
The lake
I don't know what to
house was run
do.
by the research department.
Bonk.
Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science,
Posture check.
I call
Thank
a
you,
violation
Fountain.
of bureau protocol and
Thank
human
you.
decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
It wasn't the keypad at all. It was when I press F to interact, it was giving me the option to click on my ID card, and I just didn't understand that. But it's also been a little while since I played Alan Wake 2. So my brain was like forgetting how some of the controls kind of work. Getting breakfast done and then starting cleaning list for Monday morning. But you have you up on my computer. Thank you, Lunar. I really appreciate it. Oh, Metso, I got Birdmon stream. I'm going to send you my friend code in case we ever want to coordinate and play some games together. Yes! Yes, please, Jess. Please, please. This time I got it.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report.
Yes, it is. Metso, you have it to play Peek with me one day, you promise. I have to buy it. I don't have it yet. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, redacted. Swimming, boating applies to canoes, kayaks, motorboats, etc. Motorized boats. I can't say boats, oh my gosh. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing, redacted in the water. What is redacted? Paddle birding. These activities can result in redacted and estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Why investigations report? I know. Chester says, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Now, nom, extra points. Yeah, nom, eat them points. Police is too generic. If you guys have never played Alan Wake before, the FBC, which is who we are a agent for, is actually originally like you find out more about the FBC from the game Control, but they're in the same universe. And FBC, Federal Bureau of Control, is like in my brain, it's like a massive version of the X-Files, its own entity to work on, investigate supernatural, unexplained kind of cases and stuff like that. This Estevez, Agent Estevez, was in Alan Wake 2 to come investigate the AWE that was reported, another world event kind of a thing, and we're telling a story to one of the characters we played in Alan Wake 2. So Agent Estevez is telling a story to Agent Saga Anderson of the FBI. All right, what's this one? Date redacted. So very many redactions from the FBC. Security report, local rumors. Background. A recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appeared to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there's a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is a cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible. This is even the reason of the lake house's security breach back in redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue, dissemination of cover story may be required. Disseminating. Perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type intuition. Interesting. Okay, I want to see what that says. I can't take out my... Wait, was it T? There we go. Mr. Mama, Dr. Maman, here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. It's like that Uncle Sam poster. That's what it makes me think of. That's mugs in a circle. Interesting. Okay. 7/14/2023, Ava Romney, FBC personnel to them. Status report, RE oldest house. Ooh, oldest house. That's cool. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of director, Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to the signal should contact them directly. Sincerely, Ava Romney, Supervisory Special Agent. So in Control, our character goes to the character you play goes to visit the director, and during that time the lockdown happens and you actually become the director, which is very interesting. I've got a map. I've got the map. I've got the map. I've got the map. Hey, 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 hey. What is this?
It's locked.
Rude. Okay, not really rude. Probably normal. Lake House is like the inside of Lake House is very FBC because it says Federal Control, like that's our seal right there.
Dr. Marmon's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Oh, is it a Mr. and Mrs.? Barrows University, on the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of authority vested in the team of trustees of Barrows University, have conferred on Jules Francois Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science and is entitled to the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William Devereux, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, and Paul Jensen, Dean of Barrows University. FBC Special Service Certificate. This exceptional contribution certificate is awarded to Jules Francois Marmont.
Must all be working on the lower levels.
Maybe so. The shed
I
of
need to
light
head
read.
down.
Shh. And grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Mr. Darling, Dr. Darling. Gotta love him. Okay. Notice of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont, subject appointment as facility head. Oh. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control has determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as head research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director, Casper Darling, Bureau Head of Research. It's really funny because when I saw notice of appointment, I was like, why would you frame like an appointment reminder? Like a doctor appointment, not you're being appointed to. That's a big old bust. To my new fellow head of the Lake House, love, Diana. All right, let's see what's on the desk here.
Changing passwords, huh?
Update to computer password reset policy effective September 13th. All computer passwords must be reset to address daily to address safety concerns. Come back. We are aware this may be inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Okay. Science fact of the day. The most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr, also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. That's really cool. I think she also helped invent Wi-Fi, didn't she? I'm not certain.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Oh, always bodes well, doesn't it? Research profile RE subject P. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even though painting an event before it occurs. Ooh. This effect has been proven multiple times and has estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in the range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion, the subject is suspected to be Class 2 para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates, but the extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, the writer from the Alan Wake series, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Names, Jules Marmol. Co-head of research. Required clearance, the highest one. I forget what it's called. Reason for placement. My old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it is stolen or it is lost? Why do you not put microchips inside them to follow them if you are so concerned about this? I'm the head of research and I expect a new card by the end of the workday. So then password. Experiment in progress. That's what she meant when she said experiment. What is... Was there... No date on there. What's the date on this? Is there a date? July 18th. It just says the month and day, though. It doesn't say anything else. And this is just numbers. The police people seem wholly incompetent. Yes, they do. Okay, I'm going to check around here again for 1 second. Okay, I don't think there's anything out here. I'll double check the hallway for significance. Hello?
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House.
That's the
As I'm
Marmots.
sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and
Jules.
this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together
She's
we
so
are the
excited.
heads of research at this facility.
He's excited. She's so done with him.
We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules.
She's so done.
But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you
reading.
from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana.
Is
We
it like
run
a training
tight ship
video?
here at the Lake House. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety,
Yeah, right, Chris.
security,
Can
and
you go doctor
censorship.
yourself somewhere
C.
elsewhere?
It's a C.
Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah.
They
that seems
totally-
healthy.
They just ADR'd her rest of her thing. But I like how the captions included the whole F word. Okay, I just want to double check the hallway. They have a hot, automated voice. Okay, I can go in the elevator. I want to double check. So I can only put in. So Thursday, so September 14th, 2023.
Nope.
Oh, that's not.
That's not right.
Okay.
Come on.
I was also check. Oh wait, do I need to have? No. can use the keypad for that, by the way. Oh, that's such a nice view of the really awful lake. The crazy lake. So, what is the password to get in? Double checking these for any dates. This is only July 18th. It doesn't say a year, so I feel like I can't really use that. That doesn't say a year. No. Closest is like 4/18/2020, but I don't think it'd be that.
Damn it. Nope.
Yeah, I know it's a nope. I'm worried about like not being able to come back up and do that once I get in the elevator. That's my main concern. Oh, I haven't looked at this yet. Good news, HQ is still dark. Pie was good, more pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. I like House Daily. It's like the newsletter. Bad news, HQ is still dark. Nut allergy bad. No Ama beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Yeah, it's all messed up there. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time canceled. Oh, that sucks. I like that though. I like the humor in that one. That one's funny. Does this one have? I can read. Romnus Daily stand up. No doodling. Not allowed. Can't. I'm gonna have to be able to come back up because there's no other way to get in here. So I think I'm good to go in the elevator because I think I'll be able to come back up.
Access denied.
That's where. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. So I can't go to any of these.
Access denied.
I think that's obvious, homie. Okay, so I can't go anywhere else. Let's look at this map. Point of interest. So let's take stock of where we are. This is going to be behind us. This way. To our right. Is it this? Don't touch. Okay, okay. They said don't touch. I'm like standing on top of it. It's not like having to hover over the other parts, right? Like House Daily. Okay. Did I literally... I got rid of it. Okay, it was just having to look at that. It doesn't say anything else in here. I just can't get into that yet. There are parts of FBC that remind me of the TVA in the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I should open the top. Oh, so nice and hot. I love it. Took the last cup of coffee, brew a fresh pot. Gosh, workplace reminders, workplace notes. Jules le moment. I can't do French. I'm terrible. Terrible at accents. So I can't go down. The other door is locked. I feel like I need to, like, to find the other key card to be able to, like, go to them. Waiting for
Access denied. Access denied.
I'm getting one of those electric hot pots so I can make ramen in a room that has good insulation so I don't freezing to death this winter. That would be good. Can I just press it again? Okay, I can, but it doesn't do anything. Gosh, you're making me want ramen so bad. I feel like I need to buy some now. It has been a long time since I've had ramen. Like, whether it be instant or like restaurant ramen. Okay, Mezzo, think. They said they talked about the dates, right? Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. What if it was like yesterday's date?
Come on.
Oop.
That's not right.
What?
Damn it.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Nope.
Okay. Hi, Infamous Distant. How are you? You finished this game yesterday? I finished the main storyline like a couple months ago, but I hadn't done the DLC for Lake House. And I didn't finish the Night Springs one. So I just started the Lake House one a little bit ago. And I'm struggling trying to get into the computer, and I can't go anywhere else in the elevator at the moment. So that's all I'm trying to figure out at the moment. Did you enjoy it, Famous Distant? I really enjoyed the game. Hey, there's Trench. I am doing pretty well, Famous Distant. This is a game I don't get people worship. I think it's extremely flawed. I mean, every game has its flaws. That's just how, developing and coding, I guess, things have flaws. I'm a person, when it comes to gaming, I'm someone who enjoys stories more than anything else. Like, you can give me an old point and click, you can give me a horror, and if the story's really good, I get really happy because that's what me as my gamer self gets excited about. So I really enjoy the story of the Alan Wake series and Control. But of course the games, of course there's improve upon you can have. Oh, wait, I saw this one, didn't I? Yes, I did. I got excited for a second that I came across something I hadn't seen just yet. A circle of donuts. They know what they're doing. Actually, I'm not a big donut fan. For the story, they went out of their way to make things complicated for the sake of making it complicated. Okay, that's a take. Yeah. I think one of my favorite stories. I can't think of anything that's like my favorite story necessarily. My favorite part in Alan Wake 2 was the musical, because I am a musical nerd. I am a singer myself, and so I really enjoyed that whole part. It really threw me through a loop, and I loved it. Thought it was hilarious. Did I hit something? It sounded like something fell over. And I think some stories get what feels like is complicated. That is not the safest thing. because some stories can go like really in depth with background world building that it feels like it's really complicated. But they just want to, like, sometimes they just want to be super detailed and it ends up coming up complicated too. I didn't actually like look in the corner here. I didn't think anything was here. It looks like a thing that they check your stuff on the airport for. Okay. I stuck. What is the password? What would be the password for Jules Marmont? Dr. Marmont. This doesn't have a date on it. The gameplay loop for Saga for repetitive hella fast. I guess she's an FBI agent. We have investigate, but spending 60% of my time in Mind Place and another 20% running around got boring for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand why that could feel boring. Maybe, you know, I'm not sure if you like. I don't know if you stream because, you know, this is our first time chatting and stuff. But for me, right, I played it in just 2-hour spurts. So maybe it didn't feel boring to me in a sense because I didn't, like, play a bunch of hours. I love Alan. Alan's my favorite. So I'll always enjoy his parts more than anything else. Okay. To not exceed 6 digits. What if it was? So it is just 6 digits. Because you had to interact with the world, and that's that the developers got very creative. Yeah, that's true. So it looks like his password is definitely 6 digits. Because it won't like say something's wrong. It won't give me an enter answer. Like I did that. I can't like hit enter at all, and there's no way for me to enter here. I can only backspace, and so it has to be 6 digits that he uses. So it can't be the date of the appointment, which is July 18th, because I don't have a year for that.
That's not right.
I know it's not right.
Damn it.
And the reason I know it takes place in America, but my brain, when I think about like dev team being Swedish, I immediately start like using European date format in games. And the game punished you for exploring. I loot everything by the time I get halfway through an area. It stops giving me things. Oh. I turned on endless ammunition, but and I turned on in FBC when I played Control. I turned on player immortality then because I suck at fighting. Like that's why I say I love stories, but I'm not a good fighter in games. I feel like I have to do this dang thing, and I don't know what the date is. Oh yeah, that's a best of Dr. Jules Marmont. Double check everything here. What am I missing? Where is Polar? Polar would be able to tell me. I think I'm the opposite of you, and I'm a gameplay first. I mean, I like checking how some of the ease of the gameplay is fine and stuff like that, but I just like story more than anything. Yeah, I understand that gameplay and how you're playing and how the game handles it is important because sometimes you can get frustrated easily. Mine is if the way the gameplay mechanics are developed, if I just die all the time, then I get frustrated and I don't want to play a game like that. But it had the option to not die, so I just turned that on. I did have the and Theater of Control, which has a lot of fighting in it. I turned on like it turned on immortality, but still had like some of the effects of when your health is low. Which I looked at both of these. Like, I could do a point-and-click adventure and be interested in the puzzles and the story without, like, any type of fighting. And if it's intriguing enough and gets me interested enough, I'll enjoy the game a lot. I'm really confused. Why am I not finding what I need to get into this stupid computer?
Come on. Nope. Damn it.
The game is rather easy when it comes to fighting. You have to press the dodge button as they are attacking and you never get hit. Okay. I had one part in Alan Wake, I can't remember if it was the first or second. But these, the guys with the darkness are coming at you, and I just kept dying and dying. Next time I just ran through them, and when they all started coming at me in a group, I just threw one of the, like, the flash grenade things of the light, and it just killed them all. And I was like, really? And then there was one where, like, it was like a big tractor, like, that the darkness took over, and it was trying to run you over and stuff, and it got, like, stuck, and I was able to just kill it when it was stuck. I was like, okay. So why is it that I can't go down any floors? I see what the floors are, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, the game gives you a lot of resources, but it's up to you if you get creative with them or not. Well, I had to get creative with some of them. Get keycard access to the elevator, which I need to find a keycard, and I don't know where one is. That, oh, interesting. So, like, the doors, okay, they go open both ways. Cool. Fancy that the doors open both ways. I'm excited by the simple things. Don't communicate. Don't contaminate. I thought I said communicate. Did I play RE7? Let's see. I did not play it, but I watched it. I watched gameplay. I haven't played a Resident Evil game since 5. 5 was the latest one that I played. The rest, I've just watched. It is really good. I enjoyed what I saw of the gameplay of it. Totally. Let's see. Help DLC. I'm stuck. I'm telling my friend. My friend who is a huge fan of these games. What is this room? Security? Is that supposed to be a security room? Service hatch. Can I crawl through it? That would be easy. Interesting. It feels like it's not necessarily well hidden to be the lake house. Yes, I beeped. Thank you. You played 5 when it came out. I played it with my husband. We did the 2-player aspect. I really enjoyed using the bow and arrow. That was probably my favorite, like, weapon to use. But we got, that was, gosh, 15 years ago. Because I remember my son was a newborn. I have 2 children, and one was a newborn. And I'd be nursing him with a boppy pillow while playing the game. True gamer. I think I was in the 9th grade when it came out. Oh, I'm a little older then. I was like 24, 25. Polar, well, hello. I DM'd you on Discord because I'm stuck, okay? I need to enter a password into the computer, and I need to get elevator, I need key card access for the elevator, and I don't know how to do either. I've tried a few dates and stuff in the password in the computer, but I don't know what to do, and I'd love a hint, my dear friend. 14 to 15 years old, so I'm about 10 years older than you are. I was like 39. I was like 24, 25. Wait, Polar as an admin fast. Yes! Yes, that is that Polar. I wouldn't say early per se. I was 24. Infamous, I was 24 or so. No, not Polar. Polar's not the one who's 20. Cole, do you know how old I am? You can make a guess. I won't be offended. Yeah, Polar's not 20. I'm damn near 30 years old now. No kids on the horizon. And, it just depends on your life, right? I knew my husband for like 16 years when we got married. I was 20 when we got married, but I'd known him a very long time. And we waited 4 years, unintentionally had our first child. Cole, I'm not 46. Polar, give me a hint. Polar looks 20. Aw. Thank you for the follow, Infamous Distant. I'm 40 years old. The hint is that I believe the numbers are written on the documents in the office. I look 25. Thank you, Polar. So what I did was I went through the documents. I tried this date the day before. I tried this date and the day before. And neither of those worked. They're just on one of the dates in general, in this office or in the entire office. And then this one says July 18th, but doesn't have a year, so I feel like I couldn't really use that. I can't see a year on this document. You feel young. Is it just on one of these random documents, like outside of the office? Because I feel like that's a little... No date. Wait, hang on. Date? No, no date. Just redacted. Redacted, redacted, redacted. (7/14/23) was the only one I haven't tried yet. Eat the documents. I don't plan to eat them.
That's not right. Come on.
Did I try the right one? Did I just like look at the date and completely forget what it was? No, I had the right date. It's not working. It's broken. I know what I'm doing. It's just glitched. That's what it is. Totally, it's just glitched. Yes, I would love to know a fun fact, Poltergeist lover. Please tell me. And I do feel old. I do have... Now that it's getting colder, I'll be using my cane more days. Is there a sticky note by the computer? I haven't seen one. There is... The only sticky note I saw was on the projector. That said, do not touch. And I do have the map, but it shows the locked room on the other side. That's the security room. Like, this is the request for a new key card. Also, did you know that spiders are related to ticks and scorpions? I did not. Scorpions, I'm not too surprised. For some reason, I feel like I'm not surprised by that. Scorpions freak me out, man. My secret is a Monster Hunter Wild. It's called Banshee. Oh, interesting. I tried this one. I thought maybe, like, one of these was a clue something to do with Hedy Lamar's age or something, but it feels weird. I have the code. I'll say that 4 of the 6 numbers are date related. Four of the 6. So that would be probably the date of the appointed. 0718. But the other 2 were not date related. So, and is that because the suggestion in the passwords was that you have a set numbers for the beginning and a different set of numbers at the end. So is it one specific number at the beginning, the 4 numbers of the date, with 1 or 2, the 4 numbers for the date, and then 1 different number at the end? It saved my mental health when we had COVID. Oh, I'm glad. Man, Monster Hunter World is a game that I would love till the day I die. I have not played that before. Infamous Distant. Correct. So, different number.
That's not right. Nope.
Different number at the end, yeah.
Damn it.
Oops.
Come on.
You even have the radar plush next to you. Date numbers are first. Okay.
That's not right.
Ah!
Damn it.
I don't know. Well, the last 2 numbers.
Come on.
Why does it do that to me?
Nope.
Don't forget that other countries don't. You know, I had tried when I was trying the date. I was switching it to European format, like what I call a European format at least, because of the dev studio. But then I thought, well, it's supposed to take place in the U.S., and so I thought maybe it's supposed to be American format. We played World Stories 1, 2, Rise, and Rise, and some of the previous ones.
That's not right.
Why does it do that?
Come on.
Oh.
Damn it.
There are way too many two number combinations for me to sit here and keep track of.
Nope.
I think that's not right. Let's see. I played the ones on the PSP as a young fella, but you could say World was my first proper go at the series. Okay. Last 2 numbers bolded. Not to exceed 6 digits. A document. A document? A document. Okay. So July 18th is bolded there, and that's supposed to be like, the bold's so mild for me, like so subtle, that I feel like my brain doesn't really notice it. Okay. There's a big 14. Where is there a big 14?
That's not right. Come on.
Oops.
Damn it.
It's not that. The note is directly next to the computer on that desk somewhere. Okay, so it's one of the... There's a 14 here, yes. That's what you meant. She said document, not like, I didn't think of this. 38. Well, you said the document. So I was looking like at documents. Thank you, by the way. Why did I just barge into that room? It's not like I was danger. Because I was running. Thank
This should come in handy.
So wipe that card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, time for the elevator time. Elevator ride. Polar, you weren't here for the opening. Where it's like my brain. Okay, like my brain forgot about how things work in the game. She does that and it scares me every time. When I walked up to the gate that I needed to open to get to the lake house, I forgot like when you interact and then an inventory item needs to be used, it just opens up like the whole goals and the inventory screen. And I just thought that was an accident. I was very confused. Like I thought I messed up controls and I'm walking around feeling like an idiot because there was nothing to do because I tried to turn the other way and it would force me back to the gate. And I was so confused and I pressed F again to interact with the gate and then I saw I could hover on my key card and I clicked it and then she used it and I was like, so I felt dumb.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts.
I do that when I don't play for a while too. Yeah, it's just like it's been like a couple months. I think.
Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to.
Lovely, good idea. Oh, it's stuck. Lovely.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Ellen! Was that Marmol? Mrs. Doctor?
Belay that order. Shit. Where's the fucking elevator? Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, you're not smart? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. What was that? Look, I can read a document. I'm safe. Research order. As the lake house continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one of such avenues has yielded unexpected results. Research into nursery rhymes directed by Dr. Marmol and Dr. Marmol. I had an ad about toilet paper. That's lovely, Poltergeist. I'm so sorry. Do you need to go to the bathroom? I mean, maybe it's telling you. The research by Dr. Marmol and Dr. Marmol, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form, has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the lake house. Effective immediately, research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their work. Drake! Okay. Thank you. Note, Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the lake house and exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside the facilities premises has been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, the doctors. Mr. and Mrs. Doctor. I think they pronounce those last names as Marmont. Well, so there was like a video that came up above the elevator, and Dr. Marmont, like he's French, like said it his way, and then his wife said Marmont. So, like, it was a little, you know, it's just strong accents, and I guess it's just how I pronounce it or something. Threshold linking experiment progress report by Dr. Jules Mammoth. No. Marmont. Whatever. Okay, anyway. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies and thus its reality-altering effect are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant level of emotion. Oh yeah, I go with the wife pronunciation. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we gathered over the years. If we identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus of developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P, while no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of the assistance and discovering the redacted pages. His proven status as a parasitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Honestly, as a bilingual, I say my name in Norwegian no matter what because of habit. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold up. Did you ever do the AWE in Control, or are we doing that? That's probably going to be after this. I just wanted to switch back into something. Although, like, I was tempted to, like, hit some of the controls. Do I get to save? Yay. Let's do a manual one, too. Okay.
Dr. Darling.
It's Dr. Darling. Knock, knock. Who's there? An exercise ball. Poltergeist. Moving machinery. Give me things. Yes, give me things. Hang on. Criminy. Battery.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
But I need something to stick into that.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
No, but it's not. Alright, what
Shows
is
this key
this?
card? Could be useful.
Also, I'll go ahead and say this, the entire DLC has a huge parallels to AI art. The Marmonts are trying to brute force make creative pieces, but humans create art with meaning behind it. Yep. Unfortunately, Jules' key card is missing last night. Huge shame. On a total unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Okay. We burned the AI art. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in any case gets confiscated. Next steps, weapon test using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send seeing schematics to off-site teams. Could it lead to a transfer out of this S-hole? Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had tons of ideas like this. I wish I could remember their name. Old House.
I wish they'd make these things lighter.
Well, Jessie can just make them float and carry them with her mind. So get to it, Estevez.
The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Like it had a mind of its own. 4 hours into a drawing right now, not even halfway done. It takes a lot of patience. Fault in the system.
At least the elevator's back.
Yeah, I'm just expecting for something to come out at me. Oh, the sounds. It's not actually back. Wait, was it back in another part of the room and I didn't notice it? I was just like immediately walking back. You do wood burning. I've done a few times, a few wood burns now, but even that I have a hard time calling it art because I trace what I want to burn, so I don't feel like I'm creating, I'm only recreating. What's the sound? The elevator is not technically back, or is it down that hallway? I use steel wool and now my nail polish is messed up. Oh no. The sounds, oh my gosh. It's like it's behind me every time. It's so copied. I copied you. I copied. How did I copy? Wait, I just said what you said. I didn't do the computer. Attention all staff, there's a significant amount of BlackRock missing from sublevel 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding. Someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. BlackRock is a precious material. We only have so much of it, and now with the oldest house being closed. Like how did I jinx? How did I do that? What did I just do? Oh.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work.
Oh, that's funny.
It's not our view, so no reason to be scared.
I can't jinx very often
with
with text and
Dr.
speech.
Smarmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art. These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting.
Yes, I agree with all that.
No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
So that is Matthew Peretta. Yes, he's the voice actor.
Research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold.
Yes, it did. He's the voice actor
Playing
for Alan
with
Wake.
Paranatural forces.
Surprisingly, selected like
never goes
muscular,
well,
and yes, he can
This is
sing pretty
exactly
well. Because
why
if
we
you have
lock up
not
people like Wake.
played Alan Wake 2, there's like a musical section that is amazing, and all the actors do their singing, including Matthew Peretta. And it's fantastic. And I also got to watch, Polar was sending me all of the links to things after I finally got through that section, and one of them performing at like the Game Awards. Like, Take, no. What the frick? Are you kidding me? Do I just run? Hang on. I am not a fighter. Give me my immortality. Please. Please. Oh my gosh. What are taps? Oh my gosh. I forgot about the flashlight boost. Hang on. My controls are a mess. Where's my boost? See, it's not... All of my controls were like... That's not doing anything. No, oh my gosh. Why wasn't the boost doing anything? There's definitely parts where you actually do just need to run. I just don't know where am I supposed to run back to the...
Can't open it from the side.
Rude. He won't come in here. It's just too tall. Do they just stand there and wait for me? Okay, stop it. This is just need to run situation. Oh my gosh. Okay, they can't come into these rooms. Just gonna close the door. And can I heal here? I don't remember. I haven't slid them around yet. Yes, I have them there.
Fuck were those things?
Can I get anywhere? Okay, I can move.
Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Find a button to make the hanging paintings. Maybe I can
You
get...
never really get used
well,
to
I was
the
able to
shit you
get
see in
out,
this
but
job.
maybe I can find a different key
You can learn
card for that one
techniques to
section.
adjust, to function.
That one door.
Take 6 deep breaths. Then get to work. Find the
Yeah, for later.
source. Collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that?
I'm at -2, which is holding an observation. And it's literally just this hallway.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control.
Oh, you like this guy?
You take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you?
Interesting.
You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's
Man, that's a painting,
information.
not a guy.
Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
Little guy. He's a cute little fella.
What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down! You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off.
Yes, it is.
Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps. Angry
Hydrate
living
and posture check,
paintings
right?
are not typically on the Cauldron Lake
Hydrate?
bingo card. Something
Posture
different
check.
was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't
So, like,
need
I'm
this
sitting up straight.
particular
This is,
cherry
like,
on its already
where I
shitty
slouch.
Sunday.
Sublevel 3.
Page development. She like did the action to like open them and move after they had already moved. Document reading time. March 24th, 2022, the automated typing device, ATD, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on the similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility, this is the most basic of criteria. The page must be the language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style, the page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possessions as reference. 4. Content. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Alan Wake's writing using pages in the lake. Oh, I already said that one. Once page... That was weird. Tone and pages. Okay. I didn't read that one. I just ended the same way. I had my McDonald's, got very, very cool socks because I got a Grinch meal. Nice. Twitch crashing like mad. Okay. You'll be back. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link the Shadow's power. Yeah, I'm surprised too, Polar. Although I don't get the Happy Meals or anything. I don't really eat McDonald's a whole lot anymore. If I do, it's like a cheapy double cheeseburger or whatever they're called. Ketchup only, no pickles, please. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be provided into 2 distinct projects. Project X10032, AW codenamed Arbitus, will focus on studying the writing of Redacted with Alan Wake, with Dr. Diana and as project director. Project C43210RL, codenamed Romnus, will focus on studying Blank and his work, with Dr. Marmont developing as project director. So husband and wife doing the different ones. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Same as an older adult. Socks are dope. I know, right? Like, I was like, socks are cool. Danner. Shh. I'm not supposed to notice when I say things weird.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Why did I feel like Alan Wake?
There was a crack in the lake house.
Typewriters.
That's a lot.
Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a handful of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
No. Can I close? Okay, thank you. Nice. My hands would be busy for a minute, so I also won't chat for like that's fine. We all know, we all take part in kind of like watching someone while we're doing something, and that's fine. Don't need to explain it. I understand. The relevant team to continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. Typewriter brand investigation. Investigation of the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with intent to use a particular brand for Redacted and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house, no useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Thank you, Barry. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Thank you, Alice. Redacted, no useful info. I checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake, no useful information. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Ugh. Like in sync together. That's so weird. Okay, that door is unlocked. This one is not, but we can try. Security, I only have one. Okay, I can open that. I want to go in here first.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the Shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Okay. Research notes, content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, the paratiliotarian and suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself into or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of the research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher, and has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. It reports our past in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing this from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love of animosity are theirs to control? Interesting. Alright. Through the double doors. Yeah, like paint, immediate gun. I hear breathing. First time seeing people.
Shit.
Even if they aren't alive.
I can never say no to extra firepower.
Well, they did. That's such a huge question that's always been raised in the Alan Wake games. Is he writing these feelings into reality? On one hand, if he weren't, how would he know Diana and Jules have been fighting? So he ruined their marriage then. Yeah. It's really hard to kind of
Back where I started.
really
Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of 3.
it's hard to, like, you know, make that judgment in the game. Is it Alan Wake writing them, or is something is it just like what's happening gets written on the page? I'm sure an argument would be made either way, but that's where I sit on it. And well, in some ways too, like, so Alan's writing a story and he decides the story. But when he had been writing those things, when he wrote about the Marmonts, did he know they were real people? Did he know that what he was writing was happening? If he didn't know what was happening, it's not like he was actually thinking he was ruining real people's marriage. Anyway, okay, ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known particularly with the goal of affecting... Is this the same thing we read before? This is... Okay, this is where I started. Right, okay, that's what she said. I thought, the way she had said it, I thought she meant, like, where I started.
This contrived overlap. Now you're on itself.
I thought she meant, like, where she started in the bureau. So I was a little confused. Oh, no.
Shadow is here.
What is happening?
Good thing you brought a flashlight.
Gosh darn it. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh my gosh, reload. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh, lady. Stop it.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Oh my gosh, I suck at fighting. You reaching for the tush? Dimension Rule of 3 to remind you that you'll have to go through loops 3 times each time. It might be slightly different, but it's part of Rule 3. Okay. squeaking? I got to go through it again. I think it's gonna come out.
Loop 3. Should be the last one. What is that?
I don't know. I'm seeing the other, like, kind of... Wait, things just changed. Okay.
Ugh, locked. Maybe there's another way in.
Oh, it changed. Oh, okay. Force me back. Definitely interesting. Okay. Now it's green. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. So I can't turn on the power. Or I can't flip that at least. Okay. What food did you have, Riley? What different food was it?
The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us.
Oh, she continues.
About what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is
Big
risk.
Mac. Took it, I can
For
pick
me,
them
this
off.
is
I would
proof
do the
that we
same.
are going in the right direction.
But did you enjoy
I
it?
just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more
Half a
pages.
block of
so
Parmesan.
that hopefully, one day we can understand.
It's a lot of Parmesan. Okay. Tabitha, okay, Edward Franklin Booker, born in New York, New York, currently resides in New York, married to Tamitha Booker, no known children or dependents, pair of criminal affiliations found none. Located in Bright Falls. Initiation, okay, Tamitha Madison Booker, born in Atlanta, Georgia, resides in New York, married to Edward Franklin Booker, no known children. Okay. Interesting.
I keep coming back to this page.
Already looked at that. Okay. Like for me, I hate pickle. I wish I liked it, but I hate pickle. What am I supposed to do with that? I take off the onions on my Big Macs and add crispy fried onions when it gets there. When it gets here. Ooh. Oh, I can go in this one. Okay.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
Oh. So it's like the switches. Okay. Kind of like the lamp. Interesting. I don't like them either, Chris. Interesting. That one's broken, by the way. Well, that's great. So is this how I'm able to put one in both sides? I'm a hungry person today. I had ramen sandwich. Oh my gosh, Chris! I mean, you're making me incredibly hungry. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't receive a phone call. My kid wasn't feeling great when I took him to school this morning. And I told him to go ahead and try. Ramen, ramen, ramen. You were so mean.
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmon's clogging his head.
Poop hurt almost graveyard. Hi.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. You said Marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery, hate.
Tell me where they are.
The man in the white coat.
Christ. It's fixated on the Marmonts. What did they do?
Ramen good must be made by me, though, or I know eat it. Your poor pants, graveyard.
No access back to the lobby. Great. Only one way to go.
Well, there's technically two ways. There's two other...
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
So I'm on floor -1, which is this area. Locked door, panel switch, stuff like that. That's with these guys. I don't have a new thing yet. A new control, like a key card. Just run. Oh, now it's gone again. Yeah, I know you don't, Chris. They walk like wet footprints, too. Okay, nothing in here specifically. I don't think I'm supposed to come back here yet, because I don't have that key card. I have to go back into the wall. That's really cool. What was that? Oh, that's for the core. That I already picked up. Weird that the F is staying there. Graveyard, I know you like spooky things. Oh, leave me alone. You love spooky things. Silly goose. I'm gonna disappear from the stream, might be back. I don't know. I'll be off about 15 minutes, so if I don't see you then it's okay. You can chat me on Whisper if you need to. She's carrying her gun through her jacket. Tactical jacket. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to press that one. But I guess that works. Remember how I said my house was being re-insulated for free? Yes, I remember.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Did I not come here before? For you, Graveyard. No poop. Sorry. Through 4 lingerie. They got canceled because they ran out of funding. Oh no, that's ridiculous.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
Open the door. So the downstairs bathroom here is a tub shower combo. And we were going to...
Hope that glass is thick.
They're all going to open at the same time. Hi. Tub shower combo. Yeah, okay, Graveyard. So it's a tub shower combo, and my mother-in-law was going to get it redone into a
open while the
walk-in
floor's on lockdown.
shower. And the company that was supposed to do it like didn't confirm the day before, and they didn't show up the day of, and we Googled, and unfortunately they went bankrupt just days after booking them. And they like Chapter 7 bankruptcy, so everything just shut down, so they weren't even like telling anybody about it. Like you had no idea. People like bathrooms were in kitchens were like halfway done. This feels very Resident Evil. I love it though. I love that the guy like ran up and like looked at me while I was looking at the poster. That's awesome. That is awfully steep if you think that's for a wheelchair, y'all. They did the street parallel to us and they ran out of funding. Oh, that's so frustrating. Work order, wall removal and transport, sublevel 2, lane cell by Jules Marmont. Work required, a section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to remove sublevel 5 for analysis. Urgency is high. Tools required. It is not my job to know which tools you need to conquer walls. It's your job. What is on this side? Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the Wakes pages that we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is the sky in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he was right about? The lake house, the shadow? He needs him to match Wake's style exactly. I'm not going to work. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. Why isn't he taking this seriously? I want him to. I spoke to him. When I spoke to him, I thought he was an actor. He thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious you are and whatever it takes. Continuing the story from page ID AW002, match tone, style, and content of Alan Wake as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation. Their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules's mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain, heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in their favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned his head. Thank you for the posture check. Yeah. It's really annoying because now we have to get a curtain rod at the... Ugh, gosh, it's so ridiculous. Jules looked away, flustered and then annoyed, watched himself for Jules looked away, flustered then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving. He kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They'd been at the lab running an experiment, then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would have been them space to reconnect, to mend the crack, but he wouldn't remember ever leaving. Couldn't. Mind was flowing over the rim of his cup when he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. The faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like hitting glass. The sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules! Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in a panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Brooker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Right.
It really sucks.
It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for
Never
some
tell
dinner
a
when you have
theater person
second.
that.
Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Okay.
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand.
Yeah, he is so
The piece
chill.
of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, now, you love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No.
I choose to believe that's red paint on the door.
hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint. Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
So Rudolph didn't want to
Jules
paint.
Marmont.
Didn't want to paint anymore. Well, guys, it's time for me to get off. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. A lot of you came by and said hi. So thank you so much, Cole, Poltergeist Lover, for the follow, Famistral and Infamous Distant. I really appreciate the follow, guys. I appreciate the stream streaks. I just appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me. I will continue this on Friday. No, probably Wednesday. I just really enjoy it and I want to continue it. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys have a great day and I'll catch you later. Bye.